Welcome back to the Inside Scoop, friends. It's so nice having a space like every week to just like, I mean, I have podcasts I love listening to where it's like, okay, yes, I know, like, get to just sit back, relax, listen. Like, I look forward to it every week. So I hope you guys listen. This is assuming that you look forward to us on your daily commute, maybe on your train ride, maybe in your car ride, maybe while you're doing some laundry. Because we purposely like going live on Tuesdays because it's like, you know, you've had that initial like Monday, okay, running around, and then Tuesday you're like, oh, I just
like
need
the Tuesday slump, and you need something to like listen to. Maybe like your other podcast that you go to is like you've already listened to it, and then you're like, well, now what do I listen to?
And you can listen to us.
Besides looking forward to the summer I turn pretty every week. Well, I guess it's on Wednesdays, but
yeah. Also, I hope people have gotten to know us better. More than just
can you figure out whose voice is which voice?
That is the true test.
Which voice belongs to which body?
Sometimes when I'm editing the podcast, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Sometimes you're like, I can't even tell which. Then you know it's bad.
No. For me, I was gonna say my Midwest twang. I'm like, so fun. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's even beyond Midwest. That's just like
that was just goofiness.
That's Martian.
Sometimes I'm just like, whoa, that's a lot, Sarah. So I think I can usually tell us apart. There are some times where I'm like, wait, I need to play this back again. Who said that?
You can take the girl out of the Midwest, but you can't take the Midwest out of the girl.
I believe it. Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes it's real.
Well, we are like deep into September at this point. Isn't that crazy?
I know.
How's this happening?
It's fully fall. I was asking Colin the other day, I'm like, how soon is too soon to watch Hocus Pocus? And he's like, September. And I was like,
he loves Hocus Pocus.
He does. We also have the Hocus Pocus Lego set.
That's right.
We have a Lego set that's a Christmas tree, like a big Christmas tree, and then one that is Hocus Pocus. So we've been taking it down every year and then like rebuilding it together.
Oh, that's fun. But man, having to like dig those Legos apart, how do you do that?
They have like a little tool that you use to break them apart.
Oh.
So yeah, because you're right. I mean, you'd never.
Gosh, I'd like strip my nails, just like every single one.
No. Okay. So that definitely helps. I mean, it's not easy, but every year, yeah, we would do
nice.
that. So,
yay! Is that your in Hocus Pocus?
No, because I haven't actually watched it yet. Though, the promise,
Okay.
the promise of that on the horizon is a good one. But I think my in is gonna be I got to go to my first Renaissance festival.
My lady and my lessons.
Okay, we seriously like walked up. I was like, I don't know how. I mean, whatever. I do stuff in the theater, so I'm like, it could be I do things in the theater. So it could be super lame or cheesy or whatever, and I'd probably still be into it. So I was like, I don't know what to expect. Like, is it going to be like everyone, I talketh only in thine own tongue, my lady, like type deal.
Oh, please. I love that. Please do that.
It's like, it makes you think of Gilmore Girls where Luke is like, and he's just like, oh my God. And he's like watching the game on like the radio or whatever.
Like, Luke, you can't be doing that, Luke. What's his name?
It's TJ.
Luke.
But so we like walk up because a couple of our friends were going, and we were coming from like another weekend thing, so it was like we didn't have any like garb, like I was not dressed Renaissance-y, but I was like, had I thought about it, I could have done like a peasant-y skirt and like made it work. But we show up and it really is like, there's someone on the little pan pipe.
Oh my gosh.
And the guys, yes, all ye lads and ye lassies. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It is happening. But going in there, it was really cool because a lot of it, I was like, do we go to this? Like, I don't really. And Colin's like, it's a glorified farmer's market. You love farmers markets. And I was like, wow, yeah, why am I asking you to sell this to me?
It's true.
But we went and it was like, yeah, so many cool, like little, like arts and craft stuff. Like you could buy like really cool, like handmade, like knives, or things to wear, obviously. Or you could do like little kid, like someone had these little catapults that would like fling marshmallows at people. We found out about it because we got marshmallows flung at us. We're like, what?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
He's like, comes the lifetime supply of marshmallows. But they also had like candles and like jewelry, like beautiful jewelry and all sorts of stuff like that. But my highlight was I got a turkey leg.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to come back to another Ren fair. Like I've always seen this, and It is huge and honkin', but it's a lot drier than I thought because it's kind of like smoked.
I was gonna say, because you sent me that picture and I was like,
Sarah's like, why is it black? And I was like, it's charred and like and smoked.
I think it was a little extra charred.
But it was like quite tough. It almost kind of like not jerky level, but kind of.
Oh,
So I had a couple bites. I asked them if they could like wrap it up, and it's still in my fridge. So
was that just a poor preparation?
I don't know. I don't know if they're all like that because I've only had one. But
You're
it was
like,
worth it to like try it. It was worth it to try it, and then I probably wouldn't get it again. But I was like, protein, why not? But then Colin,
He had the fried butter.
that's not Ren fair food. Though they did
That's
have,
just fair.
though they did have like, I don't remember what they called it, like medieval nachos. You know, I'm like, okay, that's not.
You're like, it's a stretch.
No, Colin was like, I should get something to wear.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
Like, I was like, okay, like, we're only here for like a couple hours and we're heading home. And he's like, well, like we could always buy stuff there. And I was like, I don't need to buy like a corset because he bought himself a kilt.
Excuse me.
What? I mean,
What? Just because he felt moved?
yeah,
he
he
gonna-
felt moved.
I mean, he is McCune.
He is of that heritage. We like walked in there and this girl's a really good saleswoman, and she's like, oh, what color are we looking for? And so
my
he tried one on, and we're like, and he's like, what about that color? And tried it on, and like he looked so happy
Yeah.
to like try
In
this little
kilt?
kilt. I'll have to show you a video.
Oh my gosh. I love how you've kept this from me. Just so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to share. But yeah, he got this kilt, and I was literally like, I don't think you need to like buy that for our one adventure. And I was like, okay, if you get this, you're gonna have to wear it at least 10 times.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But we've been doing D&D with our friends, and I was like, you're wearing that to every D&D. If
You're going to make
want
him wear a
that.
kilt through the fall?
Yes. I was like, wear it to D&D. Though in his
Wow.
defense, he's been doing a lot of wood crafts. And so
Okay.
we're like, these fairs would be like the perfect situation. And then he would be kind of dressed old timey. And I was like in the vibe. So I was like, okay, sure.
Okay. Colin and a kilt.
So I bought myself a turkey leg. And Colin bought himself a legit kilt.
Different levels of commitment.
I was like, okay, we're going hard. But we watched it was like a knights jousting type. I mean, it wasn't jousting. It was like just a hand-to-hand sort of sword combat.
Huh.
And I thought it was going to be kind of like, play-y, like, oh, I hit thee, blah, blah, blah. They were literally smacking the heck out of each other. Like I was like, oh my God, I was sitting there like mouth open, like,
Wow.
I was like, is there a medic around here just in case? I mean, like swords just banging on people's
Wow.
heads and stuff. I was like, okay. But there were all sorts of like, I think this place had like 12 stages and, all sorts of like skits and things of like, I am the princess of blah, blah, blah. Like little kids were watching
Huh.
it. There was just so much food,
Wow.
so many arts and all sorts of stuff. I mean, we could do archery. I mean, it was very cool. I've never been to one like that, but like I've never been to a Ren fair, but I would go back.
Okay.
For sure.
It was
Now
a
I have
vibe.
like an idea
of what they're like.
because I mean it's like sky's the limit, right? Like it could be.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but this one is like Connecticut's. It was just the Connecticut Renaissance Festival, and I think it goes all the way through the end of October.
What a random thing. Like, who thought of the first Renaissance
Who
fair?
thought of
like,
having a Renaissance fair?
we should do a fair, but it's a period drama. It's all Renaissance.
Like we don't do the Gold Rush Fair, we don't do the Pioneer Trail.
We don't do
fair or anything like that. So, I guess Rochester does the Heritage Festival, which is kind of people dress up like pioneers.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like something from Gilmore Girls too, right? Like a
But
little.
you know what I mean? It was like Renaissance Fair, okay. But it was cool, and they had. I mean, it's like from a little wooden kind of thing that looks kind of like a sword that kids can get. It costs $10, or to things that's like there were guys that were literally, what do they call that? Like wield when they're like steel, like pounding steel and stuff, like in the
Mason.
Is that what it is? I can't. But like they were literally making like beautiful knives and stuff that were hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So it's like choose
There's a
your own
spectrum.
choose your own battle. But it was very cool.
Choose your side
So that's
quest
a
at the
long
Ren
in,
fair.
but that's my in.
Okay. Wow.
How do you follow that?
That's a lot to unpack.
Follow
yeah.
that.
My in was gonna be that I went to go see Mama Scoop the past couple of days.
But did you go to a Renaissance fair at the same time?
I did not. I will say, no, I cannot top that. We just hung out, and it's nice to be like back in our hometown, like go to
this
coffee
is like
shop.
the best time of year for it too. Like Rochester is magical.
Yeah, it's cute during the fall. Like walk downtown, hang out. We just had a little bit of girl time, and
The last time we were in Rochester, one of you guys like recognized us while we were at Desert Oasis. Do you remember that?
oh yeah, it's funny. I've been spotted, but like in right outside my apartment, like quite a few times this month. And like, I mean, sometimes people will be like, come up at the subway. They're like, are you an influencer? Like, I think I follow you. But like, Alex, like I've stepped out my door and someone's like, oh my gosh, I followed you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not prepared. I don't know.
Like, where am I?
I was just swearing.
But remember last time we were getting coffee and she was like, are you guys influencers? Do you do like millennial makeup? We're like, yeah. She's like, I thought so, but I was like, why would you be here? We're like, oh, yeah, we're
we're
like,
like, we live here.
I got recognized at in Providence when I was at the bakery. Someone messaged us and I was like, I swore I just saw you at Seven Stars Bakery, but
There's
like
no way.
why? And I was like, yes, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law live in there.
That's so funny. Yeah. I mean, I always think like I got recognized in the dark recently.
In the dark.
I say recognized like I'm like someone famous, but like it's just funny when like people, I feel like I'm not that aware. Like any influencers that I follow, if I was out on a walk in the dark twice, like
You mean
someone
like
was
at night?
yeah,
Oh.
like it was like the sun had set, and they were like, oh my gosh, I follow you, and I was like, oh my god, hi. I'm like, where, what?
That's so fun.
But
Seriously, for the record though, if you spot us, quote, in the wild, please come up and say
we're
hi.
no, we're like so
we'll
chill.
like chat with you and take a picture and
If you want a
probably
picture.
ask you to hang out. Like, yeah, we'll
We're,
force you
very,
into
we're
our
very
shenanigans.
chill. Sometimes we get messages, people being like, I wanted to say hi, but I was too nervous. I'm like, please, like I taught middle school, like I'm not like fancy or anything. Like
We're just like your
normal
next door
people.
neighbor. Yeah,
Like we are not fancy. Won't be like,
but you
go
didn't
away.
get recognized in Rochester this time.
No, I flew under the radar. I didn't have my whole gang with me, so
We were mostly hanging out just at mom's house.
yeah.
So chill.
Sometimes
low-key.
I feel like I get noticed when I'm with Andrew because he's so tall and I'm so short next to him that like people see like
They
who's
see
this
who's this tall guy?
who's this tall guy with a short girl, and they're like, oh wait, she looks kind of familiar, you know. So I think like, but when people notice me when I'm just by myself, I'm like,
We get recognized more when we're together.
yeah, I'm like,
obviously.
I'm half a posse, like.
But I'm half a posse.
But yeah, just hanging out with Mama Scoop. We had some
That's
girl
always an in.
time.
Mama Scoop, we love you.
Yeah, next time we'll have to make it an all-girl trip. Mama Scoop is coming out for our birthday next month.
And we're gonna make a trip to Philly. She's never been to Philly, right?
We just stopped and got coffee that one time on our way to DC.
Oh yeah. But she's never like explored there. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
yes, that would be our next little girls trip. Out. Okay.
Oats.
My out is my crazy chapped lips that have come about like at the very first sign of any cold. Like, I mean, we're talking 50 degrees in the morning and all of a sudden my lips are like,
She's so delicate. She's a delicate flower.
I'm like one of those kids with like the juice stash like above my lip. Like
What happened? You lick your lips too much?
it was just like one day I was fine and the next day it's like my lips are on fire and I have this like
Maybe you slept
scabby-
with your mouth open one night.
I don't know. I'm just like, what's happening? So I've been drinking all my water. Why am I dehydrating like a crocodile or something? But
It's all about the Vaseline.
I've been doing like Blistex and
Coat
then
it
a
up.
layer of Vaseline. So hopefully if my lips look just an extra like plump, it's just because
I'm sure you
they're
can't
crusty
tell
crust.
from farther away.
Good.
I can't even tell
We
up
don't
close.
need you to see
Avert the eye.
the childlike juice stash upper lip. So yeah, I'm like, wow, Leah, gotta like restock the chapstick game now that it's quote unquote
I know. The fall weather's it's coming
Now that
along.
the humidity isn't just like unhinged.
I know. Along those lines, my out is summer dresses. They're retiring. I've been like putting them in the back of my closet.
A cry a single tear out.
It's just I'm such like a sundress person. Like I just love like throwing on a dress.
It makes everything so much easier.
But now it's that like weird transition time where it's not like chilly yet, but it's not warm anymore, and so it's like
My upper lip would disagree with you.
well, but like by the middle of the day you're like, oh, this is fine. So you almost
You're
need to like
sweating.
change your outfits twice. So it's not like sweater dress season yet.
Oh no, definitely not.
I do have like a couple kind of like I have like a long sleeve denim dress. Like I'm like, okay, I just need more like middle like this time of year dresses and like tops in general, because I feel like it's like sweaters because it's so
Or
cold,
like a t-shirt.
or t-shirt. I'm like, I need something like in between, like a blouse, but then I don't want to have like 50 blouses. You know, you wear one once and you're like, I'm kind of sick of this print.
Yeah. I have a hard time with blouses that way too.
I like button downs. Like I have quite a few striped button downs, but I'm like, okay, I literally have
I
a
even get
stripe.
tired of those though. I don't know.
I have a
Blouses are, like,
striped
not my
button
thing.
down in blue, yellow, green, red.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it's a good style.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, I can't wear just a different color button down every
Like,
day.
speaking of colors, we're kind of giving crayon box.
Yeah, I know.
We've got very primary color,
Yeah, look at us.
red and yellow going on.
I know.
Yeah.
Outfits are linked in the show notes, by the way. I forgot.
If you want to also be a crayon with us.
No, I keep meaning to mention it because people have been asking. So yes, we've been linking them. But
Come be a crayon. Buy
Come
our
be a crayon
cardigans.
with us.
Buy our cardigans. So that's my out.
that was my out. We did it.
Oh, we both did it.
Question of the week.
Week.
Okay, I thought of this one and I was very excited because I thought of this like I was like in the shower or something and I was like, oh, I know the perfect question of the week, and I was like, yes. When like one just comes to you, you don't have to like sit and think about it. Okay.
A little stroke of genius there.
A stroke of genius, yeah. What's something you've picked up from your partner that is now part of your personality?
It is such a good question. Oh my God. I feel like, and it's something that like sneaks up on you so hardcore that you don't even realize. You're like, I do that now. Or I call food nummies. You know, you're like, why?
Yeah, one day you're like marching to your own beat and the next minute you're saying something and you're like, when did that start becoming a personality
when did I
trait?
become this person?
So we've got,
Oh, this is going to be good.
I now fold towels the way my husband does.
Oh, yeah.
He said I did it the wrong way, and I was hesitant and stubborn to change the way. I've been doing it forever, but I've since come around and realized his way is truly better since they fit on our shelves better and look nicer. That is totally like
Okay.
a me, Andrew example. Like Andrew's very like, what system looks the best and is most effective? And I'm like, I've always done it this way. And then when I like try his method, I'm like, okay, it does make sense. This person said, an evening pop. My family didn't drink pop.
An evening?
An evening
Oh my God. Just the fact that you're calling it pop.
I know.
That is something I have scrubbed from my millennial self.
Pop.
Or from my Midwest self.
Soda.
Millennial and Midwest
An
self.
evening soda. My family didn't even drink pop. I don't order it. I don't even really like it. But staying in his place, he's often offered me a pop. Now it's part of our evening. And then she said,
This whole episode, the people are just going to hear
pop. They said, we're working on moving back to tea. She's like, do
You're
I
like,
need-
it's a lot of sugar
do
before
I need to
bedtime, honey.
end my day without sugar? Probably not. Someone said, hitting snooze. I hate it, but I can't stop myself now. Husband must be or partner must be a snoozer. Bad puns / dad jokes.
Yeah. That's something you get from Andrew too. That he has the dad jokes.
I know he does. He's got them. Someone said, changing my pillowcase every night so my face is on a clean linen every night. Oh, that is commitment. How many pillowcases do you have?
Your husband or your partner is exquisite. Yes.
I mean, it's true. Like, imagine how
They say
glowing.
that's like that causes you to have like much better skin and hair.
changing your pillowcase every day.
Not, but I'm just saying like having a good pillowcase or like regularly washing it, because I mean obviously you're laying there for
Yeah, I mean that's like 8
get
hours.
sweaty.
My face smooshed against something. Yeah,
pretty gross when you think about it. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, don't want to think about that too hard. Someone said, I eat more sweets and ice cream now. I fold bags into a little triangle on top, then down before clipping them. I do that now because Andrew does that.
now
Andrew's whole family does that. Like I used to just roll it, kind of like, oh no, it's gonna stay close. Now I'm side, down, clip, side, down, clip. Like,
wow.
very organized. You must have an Andrew type partner.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's hilarious. This one said, if someone says something that makes me think of a song lyric, I now belt it out in response. 100% his influence. Those used to only be inside thoughts. I feel like that's going to be me rubbing off on somebody because, I mean, listen to the podcast. Like Lee and I do that all the time.
Yeah, we do.
I've got one more. My husband is majorly into food. He's insanely good cook. I've gotten most of my skills from him. He's just made me a lot more confident in the kitchen. We love to cook together, know our strengths and weaknesses, so it's easy to assign certain duties to another. Stop, that sounds like Andrew.
Oh, little sous and chef
Yeah.
action. Yes, chef.
I used to order in all the time, and now I never do. You got your cooking buddy. I love that.
Wow.
What would you say?
I keep trying to think about this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm much more aware of types of birds. As we're walking around, I'll be like, was that a blue jay? Is that a...
I could see that. Yeah, because Colin loves his birds.
Yeah, I'll be like,
That's a good one.
Like, but also, I don't know, together. I think there are things that it's like, you also have your inside thing together. Like, we keep calling, like we keep coming up with these like weird names for like body parts. Like, don't think dirty. That's not where I'm going. When is Kurl the warrior king coming out? not where I was going. Kurl the warrior king. I need to watch that movie again. No, I mean like we'll call our eyes like peepers.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think we're kind of like, we're being goofy like with the cats too.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah,
look
yeah.
at those little peepers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Then you
Or
start
like
shrugging off.
or like we'll call our fingers fingies.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would say that sounds
It's just like being silly, or
just
like
goofiness.
or like our legs called like walkers.
Oh my gosh. Peepers, walkers. You guys are goofy. Fingies.
But it like stems from us talking to the cats and like
I'm
using
sure.
like silly kind of like baby talk.
Yeah.
And then we're like, look at them little fingies. Oh, can I touch you with my finger? And we're just like, that was weird. So yeah, I now have alternative names for all my body parts and know a lot of birds. When I hear them like that, I'm like, blue jay?
Mine would definitely be loading the dishwasher a specific way.
Yeah.
It's a whole almond
noticed
clan thing. Like before, I mean, yeah, like
That's why whenever I offer to do the dishes, you're like, no, that's okay. Because you know I'm going to mess it up.
I know Andrew has a specific way he likes it. But like,
Fair.
I mean, obviously you're like, I'm not putting plates up on the top. Like they wouldn't
Let's
fit.
not get crazy.
Whoa. But like,
Let's not get unhinged here.
Andrew's family, I mean, everybody knows their own dishwasher, right? Because they're all like slightly different. But his family, I'd like go help and they'd, she'd be like, and then you gotta like, my mother-in-law would be like, and then you gotta like, zigzag these plates so they all fit so you can get the most in here. I'd be like, okay, like sure, like I'll load your dishwasher however you want. But then Andrew too, like I would load it and he'd be like, no, but like, see, you should put all the big plates together. And like, at first I was like, well, it doesn't really matter, But now, if I look in a dishwasher that's not, I'm like, oh, the plates are just helter-skelter, like all together.
Do not open my dishwasher.
Okay, I won't.
That is one thing I feel like Colin and I do not have specific, like ways we fold our clothes, way that we load the dishwasher. Like we're both just kind of like whatever works.
Yeah.
But I do get, I mean, a lot of people do have those. Like, I think, like you're saying, like chip bags or whatever, it's like
fold, down, clip.
Yeah. Like we're just kind of like, maybe I feel like doing that one day. Maybe I don't, we're a little disorganized chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
Organized chaos.
Oops. Disorganized chaos.
Oops.
Andrew's definitely more of like the organized guy, so he likes his like methods. But it's funny, like the dishwasher thing. Now I'm like, after being with Andrew for like 13 years, like
that is so funny though. It's like, it becomes part of your personality too.
You're
like,
who put these dishes in all weird? And you're like, oh, I used to not care about that.
Yeah,
but now I do.
Now the small things that are now me.
I will say it makes it way easier when you're unloading the dishwasher.
The little, I guess organization. Yeah. Sometimes I like a little rogue dish. I'm like, what are you doing there?
No, but you're like all the big plates. You can just like
scoop
them, put them in, scoop them. I like take like 3 or 4 at a time. I digress.
I was like, little spoon. How did you end up there?
Get on my level. Well, let's see what the followers are.
Let's dive into the DMs, shall we?
Let's see what the followers are asking about.
Question number 1: is marriage making me a slob?
Oh.
Not if you're the other person who's corner fold.
Andrew's keeping me organized.
And organizing your dishwashers there.
Side, fold, clip.
Maybe this is more my question. Hi, Sarah and Leah. Hello.
Hello.
I've been married for 5 years and realized recently that I no longer dress to impress. I haven't worn heels in years and spend most of my days wearing jeans and t-shirts. The most makeup I ever wear is a little bit of mascara. My job is very casual too, so I don't even have to dress up when I go into our office.
Okay.
Okay, this is way different. I thought they were saying slob as in like you're leaving, your cups everywhere, but you're saying like dress-wise. I was never the most fashionable girl in the room, but when my husband and I started dating, I would do my hair, wear dresses more, and probably spent about 30 more minutes a day on my appearance. Now that we've been married for a while, I don't really feel the need to try and impress my husband. We're in a very loving relationship, and he never makes comments about the way I dress, but I'm starting to feel a little bit boring. Do you think I should put in effort when it comes to personal appearance and fashion? That is such a good question.
Yeah,
it's nice when you're like in a situation where you suddenly become so comfortable that you're not thinking, you're not like self-conscious about what you look like without makeup. You're not like, my hair needs to be like in the perfect way for me to look okay for someone to like me.
You don't want to feel like you're like standing ceremony, like, oh gosh, if I take my shoes off, or like, oh, if I'm,
and you're like, you're in your own house, you've been together for forever, you don't want to be like walking on eggshells with like, oh gosh, my hair's just a little messy right now, like he can't see me this way.
That makes me think of this in one of the episodes of Miss Maisel, where she would like sneak out of bed, put on makeup, and like take her curlers out or whatever to like,
before he woke up.
I just woke up so beautiful, like.
Oh God, I remember that moment in that first episode too. I was like, what?
Was that the first episode?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to feel like you have to, like, where you're walking on eggshells, or that you have to look a certain way to impress your partner. Like, I understand though, like when you're first starting to date someone, you're like, oh, maybe I'll try this new lip gloss, or like maybe I'll try my hair a certain way. Like, you're just feeling a little bit more like playful, like you just want to put in a little bit of that,
and you're
physical,
trying to like woo them into like being like, wow, she's exceptional. Wow, look at her hair today. Wow, the lips, they're just like popping.
You're trying to wow.
So much. You're trying to wow. And then once you get into a state of like trust and comfort and loving relationship, you're like, he's going to love me no matter if I have just mascara on. Like, it doesn't matter if I, didn't have time to take a shower. Like, he's still going to love me even if I like, my hair's a little ratty, or like I'm a little sweaty or whatever.
Which is as it should be.
That's how it should be, because it's like you want to be at comfort in your own space with your own partner in your own house.
But it sounds like this person said they're feeling a little bit boring. Like, it sounds like this is more of coming from like an internal thought.
And I think, to that extent too, it's like, what if we turned it around and it was like, it's not about your partner?
Yeah, like
that it's about you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's sounding like this is coming from you. You're like, I don't know, I'm just feeling a little bit like maybe there's no correlation. Like, you feel super comfortable in your relationship, which is as it should be.
Yeah,
You want to be comfortable, feel great in your own skin. Like, even if you just rolled out of bed, you shouldn't feel like, oh, I need to like hide my hair from like,
but
my
like, and even though you're looking at it right now as like, I used to put 30 more minutes of time into how I looked for my partner, or how I like put into my appearance. What if it's like, okay, you've also gotten to the comfortability of how you look at yourself and like how you dress, and like, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. But it's fun to sometimes feel like you're putting in the extra effort. Who cares if it's for somebody else? Like, sometimes, you're like, oh, I'm going to an event, I want to look nice. But what if it was just like, okay, on Fridays, I get a little more dressed up around the house. Yeah. Or I like do some makeup because I want to just change it up a little bit.
You're like, if this is like, you shouldn't feel like you need to dress to impress your partner. Like, you always want to be the best version of yourself for your partner, whether that's a physical thing or not. Like, that's up to you. Like, that's a personal preference. And also, like, if you suddenly are like, I just love wearing comfortable clothes, or I want to get all the clothes from the guy section, and if that's what makes you really happy, wear it. If that's t-shirts and jeans. But what it's sounding like from this message is you're feeling like you're feeling a little boring to yourself.
You know that you have more potential than sometimes what you're giving yourself to.
Yeah, and so I think this is about you. It's not about your relationship with your partner. You're feeling like, oh no, I just want a little zhuzh. So I think you need to figure out what that is. If that's giving more attention to what you're wearing, if that's you just feel like you're not really moving your body to feel good in it. Like, I think it's a little bit deeper than what's going on in your relationship. Like, I think this is stemming from an internal, like, I'm just feeling a little bit boring. Like, think about that a little bit more of like what it is that you're like, I want to add what? Like, I don't want to tell you what that is.
Yeah,
I think that's like up to
I
you.
think some of it can just get into routine.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
You're
like you're busy, right? You get up. You said you, I think, work from home, so it's like you don't have to do a ton of extra stuff. But part of it is just, I think, telling yourself it's okay to change the routine too.
yeah, if you want,
Like-
if you want to change the routine and you're feeling a little bit bored or just like that, you just want to elevate things, go for it. Like, it's your body.
Or if you're like, oh, I'd love to like have a night where like both my husband and I do get dressed up and I do like want
Yeah.
to sort of like play the date, you know, or it's like, I love doing that too, where you're like, okay, let's both get just a little dressed up. I want to go to this restaurant, right? Just pick, like, making an excuse to yourself of like, okay, this is going to change it up a little bit is also really fun.
Just want to add some sparkle, something interesting.
And I do think too, you know, we're saying like do this for yourself, but I do think it also can be fun to like when you do change up the routine to see what your partner does notice, because you're like, he never says anything, he never critiques my appearance, which is amazing, right? Like your partner should be like, you look beautiful, whatever, you know, no matter what you're wearing or not wearing. But it is also nice to be like, I'm gonna wow today. Like I want, like, who's gonna come from work and I'm gonna be like really nicely dressed up or something, like just to
Yeah.
see, just for fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you're not trying to prove anything, but you are also totally welcome to like be playful with how you look and how you feel
Yeah.
and how you dress, and just because you have a comfortable routine that works and you're still feeling loved doesn't mean you can't also just like be playful with it.
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid to change things up just because you've been in this routine for a while. Because then sometimes that can almost be like, I'm afraid that if I change something now, they're going to think something's weird or something's up.
Oh,
You know what I
hadn't
mean?
thought
Like,
about that. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but
but don't feel like, well, I've just been wearing this for so long that like you can't change it up. Like it could be kind of fun. Like what do I want to do to add a little bit more like sparkle back to my life if I'm feeling things are just a little like dull, a little boring. Like,
buy a new lipstick you've been seeing an ad for, being like, I want to just try this little lipstick.
yeah, if you're like,
I mean-
I used to wear makeup, like maybe I'll try lipstick. Or you're like, oh, I just want to get like a cute workout outfit and like get
Instead
stronger.
of working out in like an
like-
oversized t-shirt, like, you know, like it can be as small or as big as you want it to be.
and like anything that you want. But I think that's going to be a little bit of like personal reflection. Like how do you want to add a little bit of that back into your life?
And I think if you're doing it for you, your partner's also going to notice that, and they're going to see the confidence that you have in doing that for you.
Yeah.
And they're also going to be able to sort of like reflect that back on
yeah.
you too. But that's super fun.
I think it's something good to do for yourself. Like if you're feeling that you want to add a little bit of something more fun, a little sparkle to your life, like go ahead and do it. Do it for you.
When Sarah came over this morning, she was like, I've been telling myself that like when I'm at home, oftentimes I'm just wearing like a sweater and jeans. So she's like, I had that ready to like put on before I left the house. And I was like, Sarah, I said I wasn't going to wear a sweater and jeans. So she's like, okay, I put the skirt on, you know, or like whatever.
yeah.
That you can also just tell yourself like, let's change it up, girl. Like, let's do something different. And that's, you don't have to be proving anything.
No.
But
A fun,
be playful.
like, be playful.
The way you
Definitely.
look, the way you dress is just a form of self-expression. So if you feel like you want to express yourself in another way,
Try something new out, go for
dive
it.
deeper. Yeah, love that.
On to our next question. Hi, Sarah and Leah. This might be a weird question, but how do you handle stress from FOMO? Fear of missing out, in case you're not aware of the acronym.
We just do all the things.
Yes, I don't. I do it all.
I don't. I just do
I
everything.
run myself to the ground. Every fall, I start feeling anxious that there's so many things I need to do, and it basically snowballs until the end of December. I have a 3-year-old, and I always feel I need to decorate the house for fall, the holidays, take my daughter to the cider mill, Christmas parties, and not have her miss out on any memorable experiences. But the truth is, I'm so worn out already, and it's only September. I just have a huge fear of not giving my daughter a memorable childhood experience, even though I know that's a lot of pressure to put on myself. Just wondering if you ever struggled with the seasonal need to do it all. Girl.
It's crazy too, because I feel like the year is so heavy loaded into like Q4, where you're like all the like, if you really think about it, it's like in 2 months, because end of October is Halloween, right? Then it's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, like it's all concentrated in like 60 days. And
Well,
that just, I'm saying
September, October, November.
I'm saying
December.
the holidays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Are all concentrated in like basically the last 2 months of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And then, if you take on, September and like back to school and all this stuff, it's like we are so heavy loaded towards the end of the year that you could have, like, if we spread it out throughout the rest of the year, you might have one of those things in that time period. So makes sense that it feels crazy too.
I think a lot of this also because sometimes I feel this way, like fall is so fleeting and the holidays are fleeting too, right? You're like, if I don't take advantage of this now, it's not going to be here in like a month. Like the leaves are going to be gone if I don't take my daughter to a cider mill now.
And I think having kids too makes it worse because you're like, she's never going to be 3 again and like see it in this way. And then she'll be too old to, it's like, it's easy to be like, when am I ever going to do this again?
And
we
also,
have to do it now.
And also like, I think this is a big thing on social media. You see what everybody's doing. And sometimes you take that as this is what one person should be doing.
Yeah.
Like I need to make the cider and I need to make pumpkin bars and I need to make pumpkin
they need
syrup
to go on
and
the Polar Express train ride. And
it's true. Like you see a little bit of everybody.
Yes.
And it's easy as one person to think that like, okay, now I need to do all those things myself in order to make this like a fulfilling season. But I really feel in the fall because fall is my favorite time of year. And I'm like, if I don't take advantage of this, like I definitely feel where I'm like, it's going to be gone. And then it's going to be the holidays and then the fall's going to be over. Mm-hmm. Like I've already started feeling a little bit of that. And like, it's just the start.
Really?
And it's just like, I want to be, so for me, I'm like, it's not about doing more. It's about being present in the things I am doing. Like, okay, for example, if it's like, I'm going to go on a walk to enjoy the fall colors, I'm not going to be looking at my phone, or I'm going to be like, I'm setting a 10-minute timer and I'm not pulling out my phone for those 10 minutes. Like sometimes stuff like that sounds silly because you're like, I'm an adult. Like I don't need to set a timer for myself. But then when the timer goes off, it's like that validation of I spent, or 30 minutes. Like I'm going to go on a 30-minute walk. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to check emails. I'm not going to see what anybody's doing on Instagram. I'm just here walking. And then when the timer goes off, you're like, I spent that 30 minutes just being here, enjoying, doing what I said I was going to do. So sometimes I think it's about, you don't need to do more. It's just whatever you choose to do that you want to do for the season.
Do it more deeply.
Do it more deeply. Oh, I like how you said that. Do it more deeply. I'm going to the cider mill. I'm thinking, what was the one person said to romanticize their life? Oh, press pause. Press pause in your mind. View it from like above, right? I'm with my daughter. Beautiful fall day. We're enjoying a donut together. I pour a glass of cider, like crisp air, the wind like swirls through my hair, and you're just like soaking in the moment.
All the sensations,
it's not
like
about
all the sensory details.
Yeah, it's
how it smells, how it tastes, how you feel the picnic table under your hands.
like really building that memory. And you can even talk about it to your daughter, like, oh, isn't that cider so crisp? Right? Like really helping her to enjoy that moment.
Can you smell the apples in the air? Like, and in a way, I think in that it's sort of like streamlining of, okay, maybe you have all these things that it's also easy to think of the whole spectrum of like, okay, there's the cider mill, there's Halloween, there's all the stuff that like, and it's like, okay, let's pick like a couple things and know that you're, like you said, you're going to do deeply. And also I think it's so easy to feel like you're really into the season at home. Like, you know what? Let's get up on Saturday and we're going to make pumpkin muffins together.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be anything expensive. Like it doesn't have to cost really any money.
Yeah.
It also doesn't have to be an outing away from your house. It can be, like Sarah's saying, like a walk. You can roll around in the leaves. That's free.
You could take a crayon like with your daughter and do like leaf rubbings, like fall stuff.
Little things like that you're feeling like you're enjoying in the season, but don't feel like you have to. It's not like a huge to-do checklist that you have to do. It's what, and ask your daughter, like,
What's something you really want to do this
Would you
fall?
rather, what do you think? Would you rather do you want to go on a train? Like, do you want to go pick some apples this year? Do you want to go to a cider mill? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she might have some opinions. She's old enough to have some opinions.
Often, like some of the fall things that you want to do can all be kind of like grouped together. Like, oh, look, we can eat a donut, go to the pumpkin patch, and like see
and
the
pick an
apples
apple
all the
off the
same
tree.
time. We're like, oh, look, here's an apple tree. Okay, done.
Yeah, look, wow, that was like 4 things I've seen people post about.
But yeah, I think, I mean, when I was teaching, like my students would be like, well, then I went to soccer practice, then I did this after school. And it's like, it feels like kids have to be like doing so much stuff, and that if you don't, like,
they're missing out. It's like,
they're missing
time's passing by.
But I seriously like have to remind myself, like, it's, what'd you say?
Like, you don't have to do more. Just do what you're doing more deeply.
Do what you're doing more deeply, and just like, that's way easier said than done, right? Like, that's something, like I said, I have to set a timer.
Takes so much intention.
I have to set a timer for myself if I don't want to look at my phone. Like, and that's just the reality, right? Like, where I'm trying to, like, no, you're going to be present and you're going to be deeply in this moment. And like, sometimes it's those reality checks where, like, I don't need to do everything I see on social media. Maybe if you even like delete your social media if you're feeling really stressed for the season. Yeah. I have a friend that does that. She's like, I can't handle it during the holidays. It's like way too much.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, Instagram will be there when you get back.
Yeah. It will always be waiting for you.
And the fact that you're like thinking about this, I'm sure you're a great mom, a really caring mom, obviously. And like, it's going to be a great season. Don't feel like you need to do everything. Deep breaths.
It's about how you're going about it in terms of just like your own house. You wouldn't have to do a single thing outside of your own house, and you could still like fully enjoy all the seasons, all the holidays, all that stuff. Like, it can be simple.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive. It's the magic of how you help them see what's going on too, and not so much like all the stuff. Like, it can be simple and it can still be beautiful.
Definitely. That was such a good one. I love the seasons. Like, I really do. It seems like there's so much to do.
I know.
Like, don't let the seasons run away with you. Like,
I have 20 batches of cookies to bake. For the cookie exchange.
And then we'll snuggle.
I swear to God, last year for December, I had like a cookie exchange every single week. And I'm like, I think I made the same batch of cookies 5 times.
I'm making a triple batch of this cookie dough, and I ended up
eating my weight in the dough every time. I don't know. I was like, wow, I think I would learn. But
were they the pistachio thumbprints?
No, they were the junior mint.
Oh, those were good.
Chocolate cookies. I don't even really like mint and chocolate, but these are
those
like,
were
you
really
melt
good.
Junior mints into like this really dark chocolate dough, and they come out so chewy.
I request you make those again this year.
I will make them.
Not to add to your to-do list, but I'm requesting.
Those are already high on the to-do list.
Requesting.
Last question. My friend always makes plans with other people.
Excuse me?
I have a friend that I text regularly and meet up with about 1 to 2 times a month. She likes to send me TikTok videos about new restaurants, shops, etc. that are opening in our town, and says she wants to check out these spots with me.
Oh, that's
Love
nice.
That. She's like, we have a lot of things to do, girl.
We got to go to this opening and this one and this new matcha
Sarah
shop.
and I do the same thing, but we just don't include any text. I'll just
send
her a
me.
video, and I'm like, she knows. She knows. The problem is, I see her on socials, and she then goes to check out these places with other people.
Oh no.
It's so confusing, and I wonder if she's being a bad friend or if I'm missing something. And that's it.
That's it. Okay, so wait, let me see. So
I text regularly and meet up with 1 to 2 times a month. Likes to send me TikTok videos, new restaurants, blah 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 blah. She says she wants to check them out with me.
But then this girl is like, I saw your Instagram stories.
You did it.
And you went to go to the new matcha shop with Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's like, she's sending you tons of texts. This place, new burger place, new matcha, new ice cream.
I too have some friends who are, let's call them dreamers. And they like to just say, let's do this. Oh my gosh, we have to go here. Next time I come to town, this. And it's like, they have such good intentions. Like, they really want to make something happen. You know, you can see that they fully intend to do it. And then push comes to shove and you're like, we haven't seen each other like all month, and we definitely didn't go to the new matcha opening. And I saw that you did it with Lauren, right. You know? And so you're kind of like, okay. It's like the list can be so long to have new things to try. I think if we're going on benefit of the doubt, I would say, are you waiting for this friend to take the initiative to say, let's set something up?
That's what I was going to say.
Or like, when she sends this to you, are you just like, how about next Tuesday, 8:00?
Because if you're saying that and she's going to do it with other people,
then that's weird.
Like, that's weird. But if
or maybe
you're
she's
like,
gonna go twice in 1 week.
But if she sends you like, new sushi spot, and you're like, ooh, looks cool, and that's like all you ever say.
Or like, that would be great, but you never actually
Put a finite plan.
Time. Then her friend is gonna text her next week and be like, hey, I was thinking about dropping at that new sushi spot tomorrow. Like, you want to go? And she's like, great. It's just, I think maybe part of it is like the follow through. Not to say that that's something that's like to blame on you.
No.
But just like a different tactic, because we as adults get so busy with things too that it's like Sarah and I have been talking about going to see Shakespeare in the park all summer. Will we end up getting to do it? We were just looking at dates. We're like,
no, it's like over now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is over now.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we didn't get to do it. But if we had set a solid date and made the the commitment to doing it, it would have happened.
I was trying, but our schedules just didn't align.
Crying, rivulets of tears.
Then I went to see Mama Scoop, and then it's done.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like time passes, life is happening, you're working, I don't know if you have kids, your partners, whatever. So I think number one tactic is like, next time you or you send something to your friend, they send something to you, be like, oh my God, this is amazing. How about next Wednesday? I happen to be free like afternoon.
I feel like
just make the plan.
As
aggressive.
adults, if you don't set the plan right away, it just falls off the cliff into like the idea pool.
There is a word in, maybe it's Hindi. Oh, I can't remember. But there's like like they do these things like in Japan. There's a word for like when you want to eat something just because you're bored, or things like that.
Yeah.
It's like there's a word for when you just propose a plan, but you know it's never going to happen.
Oh my gosh, it's funny.
And I think sometimes that can be true where you're just like,
wait, no, I need to look it up.
It just feels so nice to like hypothesize and just like, oh, let's do this. Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. And then it just doesn't happen. So I think it really does have to be like in the moment, like we're talking about it, we're doing it. I had two friends I met up with for coffee the last couple weeks, and it's like we kind of just kept on saying like, oh, let's
can't find it.
I'll look it up and find it. But we're like, oh, we should get coffee sometime. Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
But then the next day, the one girl texted me, was like, so nice hanging out. Like, we should really do that coffee. And I was like, how about Friday, 8:00? And she was like, yeah, great. And I had another friend do the same thing. And she was just like, oh, it was super nice. Like, yeah, let me know. I do happen to like work from home on these days, so I like a lot of freedom. And I'm like, how about noon? Let's get a coffee, And it's just like, make a plan.
Why is it though, like, as you get older, right? Like when you're in college and stuff, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to this tonight and blah, blah, blah. And you're like running around doing stuff. As an adult, it's like, yeah, we should totally do that sometime. And then you're like, I'm feeling social without being social, right? There's this like, oh yeah, I'm like, let's get a coffee sometime. We should totally do this. But then you're not actually doing it.
But I think it's because we have so many other things that have layered on. It's not like you're just going to class and then you're just going to your dorm.
Right.
Like, you have
the adult
a partner
responsibilities
and your full-time job and all these responsibilities. And sometimes you're like, I just want to rot, like, and watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. Watch
a Great British Baking Show.
And it's like, sometimes you just need the time to rot and do nothing, but it feels good to like the intention. I love you as a friend and I want to hang out. So let the intention take it to the next step.
Yeah. Like maybe with this person, your MO just needs to be, if they send me something and it's something that I actually want to do with this person, I say, do you want to go on Tuesday? Like propose a time and place.
Yeah. Or even if it's like, you guys know you have the same lunch break or you're working from home or whatever, and Wednesday afternoons are free. Maybe Wednesday afternoon is your day where you go check out a new coffee shop.
Yeah. Like, that would be
once
great.
a month or whatever. Like I have a friend who, like I said, we've been doing D&D, and it's like after we hang out one time, we set the date for the next hangout.
No, I feel like as an adult, you have to do that.
Finagle it a little bit as you go along.
As adults, you have to do that.
And I tell this to my friends now, as I'm like, before we leave, we need to have a date set for our next meeting. Even if it's just putting it in the calendar for a date that we think is going to work, because otherwise it's never going to happen.
We did that with our book club too. It's like, we have to just throw out a date so we all have it on the calendar. So then if we all realize that date doesn't work later, then we all at least have something. We're like, okay, what's the next date that'll work? So it's like the date
we
planning
need
is in motion.
We need deadlines as adults.
We
like,
do.
we're always like, oh, deadlines are so stressful, but actually they keep us hella organized. We need
on
them.
task.
So we're taking this whole situation from the perspective of, we don't think anything malicious is going on here, because I really don't think so.
Well, like,
why would she send it to you?
If she
if she didn't actually want to do it,
Like
I
if
don't
she
think
didn't want to hang out with you, like maybe she's just someone that gets really excited about all these new openings. Like
it's
if
like
she,
us. We're
if
like,
she didn't
this
want
bakery,
to,
this coffee shop.
if she didn't want to be your friend, she wouldn't text you these
And
places.
you wouldn't be hanging out multiple times a month. So I don't think it's not malicious.
No.
It's just get that date in the calendar, girl. Pencil it in.
Yeah.
No,
No,
pen it in.
like if you pen that in, no changing. But if you are setting a date and then she goes somewhere with somebody else, like that's weird. Like,
But if she goes
said.
with someone else and then you go together again, like
Yeah,
maybe
like-
she just wants to double up.
You're not saying like I want to be the only person. Like that sounds a little like I want to
little
be the
particular,
only
but-
person that you go to this place with.
Unless you're like, we have to go together to
Yeah, like-
check it out for the first
Or
time.
it's like, oh, they're opening on the 24th. We have to go on the 24th together. At
yeah,
noon.
yeah. Just set
Like-
a solid date, and I think that's gonna solve your problems.
Yeah. It's nice you've got a friend that wants to like go out and do some fun things.
I know. All I've got is this chick.
Excuse?
Kidding, I love you.
Whatever. I'm going to the next opening without you, and I'm posting a picture of me and Andrew
Oh
going
my god!
to
If
like.
Sarah goes to something and I'm not free, and she goes with Andrew, I'm like, I really wanted to go to that with you.
I'm like, you weren't free.
I can't believe you had to go with your husband instead of me.
She's like, I can't believe you went to. I'm like,
You're like, you weren't free. And I'm like, but I wanted.
You didn't want to come to New York that day. You said you weren't free.
I'm like, I guess you and Andrew can go.
I'm going to get matcha ice cream without you then. She's like, bring me a scoop. I'm like, that's not gonna.
That's not gonna work. The last time Sarah went to Chicago, I'm like, could you bring me back one of those like bean buns? She's like, I'm not gonna see you for like 5 days. That's not gonna work. I'm like, it's not gonna work. Fine.
Like, this is a really, really good thought, but it's not gonna work. I'm the realist.
Fine.
And
Consider
I'm-
me a dreamer.
Consider me a dreamer. Yeah, you're one of those. You propose the plans. You're like, actually, I'm out of town for the next week, so.
Actually, I'm out of the town for the next month. I have
Oh
an
my
audition on this
gosh.
day.
You're like, oh my gosh, we should totally like go away for like 2 weeks together. Except I'm not free this weekend. Oh, and the next weekend, actually, I'm doing this. Actually, the next weekend, I'm out of town
that
too.
is absolutely
Huh.
incorrect.
I pull up the calendar. I'm like, aren't you out of town the next 6 days? And you're like, oh, yeah.
Oops. Sorry. Bye.
Again, realist. I'm the schedule keeper.
And I'm the dreamer. Yay.
All right, Scoops. On that note, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Inside Scoop podcast. And if you want to be featured on next week's episode, send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop podcast.
We'd love to feature your question.
Yes,
on
all
our-
write-ins are anonymous.
We won't be spilling any of your secrets, but you could be featured on the next episode. So,
We'll can't wait to see you next week and hear everything you're going through.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.